The text arrived at 3:47 p.m. on December 18th, midway through my quarterly review. My phone lit. My brother, Mark. "Hey everyone, don't come to Christmas this year. Elena and I want a peaceful holiday with just our family. No drama. Thanks for understanding, Mark." I stared, then typed one word. Understood. Priya Shah, my CFO, noticed. "Everything okay, Miss Reyes?" "Family noise," I said, sliding the phone aside. "Where were we on residential lending?" "Outstanding balances total $847 million across 2,300 properties," Priya said. "Default rate under 0.3. I nodded, but my mind drifted to a street in the suburbs. 20 minutes later, the meeting broke. I dialed Harbor National Bank. Private banking. Sophia speaking. "This is Nadia Reyes of Aurelia Capital. Pull up loan 2847, 5,521, 1247 Maple Street." Keys clicked. "Yes, Miss Reyes, how can I help? Exercise the acceleration clause. Call the note due." A beat. "That's a $680,000 mortgage. Payments are current. Are you sure?" "I am. Prepare the documentation. 30 days to tender in full or we file." "Understood. Processing now." I hung up and let the skyline pour through the glass, steel and winter light. Somewhere under the same pale sky, my brother was arranging his peaceful Christmas, unaware his dream house lives on a ledger I control. 2 years ago, he'd phoned in a panic when his conventional mortgage fell apart. I'd made some calls, then routed a private loan through Harbor's servicing desk. Mark and Elena have paid $3,200 every month, faithfully, never knowing they were paying me. Quiet rent on their own triumph. I don't enjoy vengeance. I enjoy clarity. The exclusion hadn't landed out of nowhere. It calcified over months. Elena's bright little digs about my solo lifestyle, Mark's nods. At Thanksgiving, she joked, I wouldn't get responsibility without a mortgage and kids. I smiled, swallowed the lecture about leverage, and passed the yams. After the text, I opened the file on 1247 Maple. Household income stated at 180. Elena's score, 640 with a past bankruptcy. Mark's DTI skated the edge. Any bank would have pushed a bigger down payment. I approved the private note because I believed my brother's job was safe and because, God help me, I wanted to help. By morning, I had my assistant pull everything, the deed, the liens, the HELOC. They refinanced 6 months in, yanking $40,000. Permits, none. Another 60 from a line of credit. Instagram glowed with Amalfi tiles and a sapphire pool. Debt now at 780, market comps at 750, underwater and still curating. I phoned Marco, my property manager. "Drive by Maple. Give me a condition check." He called 2 hours later. Paint's peeling, gutters sagging, yard neglected, pool equipment dumped in the grass. Neighbor, Mrs. Jensen, complained about late-night parties. Then Harbor sent the ledger. Never 30 days late, but always 10 to 15. $4,800 in late fees this year. A note from Elena in October asking about deferral, never completed. On the 23rd, Mark texted again. "Just confirming you won't show tomorrow. Elena's been stressed." I typed back, "Enjoy, I have plans. I booked Aspen." On the balcony, December 28th, my mother called, fretful. A notice from Phoenix Capital demanding full payoff in 30 days. "Nadia, do you know these people?" "Mom," I said, watching the peaks, "I am these people." By the time I flew home, my voicemail was a choir of panic. Mark, Elena, even cousins who never call. I booked the meeting, January 15th, conference room A. They entered with a nervous lawyer. Elena blinked when she saw me at the head of the table. "Nadia, what are you doing here?" "I make the decision," I said. "Sit." Their attorney cleared his throat. "My clients seek a modification." "My clients," I said, "seek mercy. Let's use plain speech." We walked the numbers, late fees, the HELOC, the gap between comps and debt. At last, Mark folded, voice ragged. "I'm sorry, we were wrong about you, about everything." "What, specifically?" "That we judged you by surfaces, that we thought success had to shout. We let that story make us cruel." Elena nodded, tears streaking mascara. I was embarrassed. I'm ashamed of that now. I let the silence stretch until it became a mirror. Then I slid a term sheet across the table. Rate drops to 2.9. That cuts about $800 a month. 0 late payments, 1 slip and acceleration returns. Refinance with a conventional lender within 2 years. Apologize to mom. And host a makeup Christmas in February. Say out loud what you learned. Relief buckled them. The lawyer nodded so hard his pen clicked. February 14th. Elena loves symbolism. Our family gathered. Mark stood, glass trembling, and told the room the truth. Elena owned hers. We ate, we laughed, we washed dishes in a clatter of truce. A year later they refinanced, debt tamed, house repaired. We rotate Sunday dinners now. I still live quietly. Wealth whispers. So does forgiveness. The lesson? People hear both if you make them listen.